Kinda feels nice doing less than 15-minute episodes again. Hey there everyone, this is Library. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. Last time I cliffhanged you for no reason other than I could. This time, we're gonna continue. Also, last time was massive spoilage that many people, I'm guessing, actually skipped. Which I hope they did, because it's kind of... this will become extremely spoilerific. And of course, if you're watching one of these things, it's all spoilers anyway. But those were massive ones, in case you were actually playing along. So I had to make sure I did that, otherwise I'd probably get flamed in the face for spoiling endings. And I don't want to do that. Though I didn't actually spoil the credits ending, I just spoiled the 3 different ones. You know. Anyways, go to the end of this. Passing through the currents and schools of fish that Olympia mentioned, you reach a tiny room. It is immediately apparent, but looking around you are left with an unsettling impression. The ground of the nearby coral is tainted dark red, and the bags of equipment are strewn about. Some are new, some are very old, but what worries you is the sheer number of them. As you look nervously for a path ahead, you suddenly sense a terrifying presence. You look behind you. You find a school of enormous fish approaching. You look wildly about the room, but the small place holds no clues. Could Olympia's words have been a trap? You must somehow resolve this crisis and return to Olympia and question her. There are 2 ways to resolve this crisis. Actually, 3. There are 3 ways you can resolve... Nope, make that 4. 4 ways you can solve this crisis. You can fight all the fish. No. You can dance around the fish and get away. Yes. You can you can Etrian thread out of here. Yes. And you can use a farmer's to market to get out of here. Also yes. However, if you take the Etrian thread method or the to market method, it's going to make it harder to get back to Olympia. Because then you have to go back through the 5th floor. So what you do to dance around these MOs is to sidestep to the right. They will start going counterclockwise around the room, always. You sidestep to the left, you pretty much spelled your doom. I'm not kidding. Then you go down, down, and then you just kind of come out the way they came in, and they're gonna start waving, and then they're just gonna start following you on your way out, and it's essentially they are aggressive, but they are the exact same FOEs as the ones down there. And I'm not gonna spoil their name just yet until we do the faux rush, but you know. Yeah, they started chasing you. Just take this shortcut; it's an easy out, and then just take the currents back to Olympia, and that's the easiest and fastest way to get out of there. There's really, the main trick of those fish is that they would trap you right here. That you would be stuck between these fish and those fish, unless you were were lucky enough to where these fish were out of position, so you could get away that way. But if you were unlucky enough and you were crammed between these 2, they would catch up to you and they would chew your faces off. So that's supposing you didn't have a wire. And why do I keep calling them warp wires? That's the first 2 games. Thread. So that's how you get around those guys. Cutting fight. These follow shells are kind of easy if you have Zodiac. Alright, just continue on. Yoink. Alright. And then they're just gonna keep dancing in circles. Eventually they'll just disappear altogether. And hey! You somehow make your way back to the area where you spoke with Olympia. You find her there, her posture unchanged, still leaning back while gazing at the blue walls. When she notices your presence, her mouth drops open in shock. You're back. I'm back! Though she still faces the trees, Olympia's dark whisper is clearly directed at you. It should have been impossible for you to emerge safely from battle with some moody fish. The muttering girl's demeanor is very different from before. She seems cold and distant now. Zarya and you have become a nuisance. Olympia's eyes have now trained fully on you with an icy stare. I'll be clear. Either you will obey me and stop your search for the deep city, or else. Olympia brushes the trees behind her with her hand. Her movement seems effortless, but one of the big trunks split and collapses before your eyes. It takes a lot of effort to cut coral. You will meet the same fate. Go no further if you value your life. Tell the scientist that as well. And she goes away. Woohoo! Also, after doing this, we'll be able to go further in the Marutsumi Guild subplot. For another time. Now, we will just go home. Narrowly escaped the forest labyrinth. I teleported. You should report to the citizens that adventurers are being preyed upon in the labyrinth's death. You vow to make the time to go to the citizens and inform them. Yes, but not right now. We have quests to turn in. And we're going to turn in Clinic's request. Easy 1500. I'd always take it. It's extremely easy to do, supposing you have any form of volt attack. And there is a weapon for anyone who uses lances. It will eventually, I think they'll sell a weapon, or you get a weapon that will have the Volt Infinity automatically on it. And that should help too. Oh, you're back and you got the Thick Throat. Well doings. I've never touched a raw Thick Throat before. It is an interesting texture, yes. It probably feels like a throat. Well, I'll make sure to deliver this to the clinic. Here is your reward as promised. I'm looking forward to helping you later. 1500. Lots of level ups. Also, Vincent gained a level somewhere. Alright. Oh, and there's another quest, and we may as well turn that in too. Statue of Salvation gets us the Panic Flurry. It basically has a high chance of confusing. Woohoo. The plot thickens. And now let's start attributing your skill points. Bodyguard, that's right. Now I remember what I was doing with you. And what else? Monarch March, no question there. What are you doing? You are starting your way to party refresh. Continue doing that. Sarah, what were you doing? You have just finished Etheric Charge, I think. Alright, now I have options. Is basically either I start going for the AoE attacks, kind of what I want to do. It will take 15 levels to get there is the main issue. But I'll be able to, you know, do AoEs against all the enemies instead of doing solos against everyone. And it'll allow me to bump the masteries to 5. That's kind of a good idea. So what we're going to do is, because so many things on this stratum are weak to Volt or have something linked to Volt, we're going to start getting more Volt. Where is Volt? Volt. Volt Mastery, where are you? There you are. We're going to start with Volt Mastery to 5, get its AoE, the AoE skill to 1, get Ice Mastery to 5, get that one, and then get Fire. Yeah. Basics are down, let's start doing it. It's going to take a long, gruesome 18 levels to do. No, it's going to take 15. Because we already have one in here anyway, so that's 4 plus 4 plus 4, that's 12 plus 3, yeah, that's 15. Wow, I can do math, guys. So by the time she's like level 34. Vincent, I believe you're just getting more Earth Bounty for us. Omna, you're fine. Alright. Everyone's tip-top shape. Let's go to the center and deepen the plot, shall we? Even though you can actually kind of tell that I'm not very good of a plot person. It's still kind of important, so... what's the matter? You all look pale. I don't know what happened, but if you haven't found the Deep City, you needn't be in such a rush. I see, this new information does shed some light on recent occurrences. Countless guilds exploring the second stratum, the Undersea Grotto, have gone missing. I had assumed the labyrinth's natural challenge to be the cause, but if the girl is to blame, well, then we have a pandemic now, don't we? She ruled the day she defied me like this. I have issued a new official mission for you. New missions available, select the accept missions from menu to see the details. Danger in the Undersea Grotto. A mysterious woman calling herself Olympia has been seen frequently in the Undersea Grotto. Take her out into custody and bring her in. Sure thing. Excellent, I hope you'd agree to this. Something must be done about this mischievous woman. You may not realize it, but we've been investigating the second stratum for decades. I've seen dozens, no, hundreds of explorers go to the watery grave in the labyrinth. This woman is indeed deceiving Armwood's explorers. She must be held accountable. The sinners shan't remain idle. Of course, I'll have Hydra lead a company of sentries down there. The race is to find the woman, capture her, and bring her before me. Woohoo! Well, that's enough excitement for one session for me, and that's enough 10-minute videos for you guys, so... I'm kind of glad I was able to control these video lengths to kind of try to keep them around the 15-minute mark as possible. That's kind of what I've been doing, because I know people can't see 20-minute videos all day. So that's what I've been hoping to accomplish. Also, we are starting to approach the level where tents and campings are going to become less expensive, but that's more on that later. I'm going to say bye now. Bye!